Okay, let's move on now to Transaction Capital. Remember, this is a non-deposit taking financial services group. Mark Lamberti was the CEO for a while, hasn't been listed for all that long. They offloaded some of their money lending businesses and they focused really on the taxi finance business. So that's what I mean by asset-backed lending. And in addition to that, they have like debt collecting and other businesses. Interesting track record. When they did some of their disposals, they paid out some big capital distributions, but they still have a market cap of 6.8 billion rand. Price earnings ratio 17.38, dividend yield of 2%. Share chart is there, so you can see it's done really nicely.
Yeah, we quite like this stock in the mid-cap space. You see it was trading more or less flat for most of 2015, and then suddenly it just kind of shot up towards the end. When the market woke up to the fact that this company is not an unsecured lending company, they haven't had Bayport in there for years. Taxi finance is a strong and growing business.
Excellent business and very well secured. They only lend to people who know what they're doing, etc.
And they're not only doing the financing, they're doing the refurbishments, as you just mentioned. They're doing full-out sales. They've got a panel beating business in there for when the taxi is damaged. And they're now expanding into Uber vehicles as well. That's what their plan is. And they also lend to people who want to buy buckies for small businesses.
Excellent. And in the management team, because Mark Lamberti was there and then he left obviously and went to Imperial, but the guys who run this, Jonathan Jorno, Dave Hurwitz in particular, very experienced guys, very well known and regarded in the corporate lending market, so they've got that source of funds as well. They've had a bond program going. So overall, you'd have to back these guys, and the taxi industry, of course, going from strength to strength as far as I can see.
Absolutely.
Notwithstanding the Ria Vias and the Gautrains of the world, the taxi industry is still very, very visible.
Absolutely, it's still the most important, the biggest or best way to get around.
Can't miss those Joburg taxis,
no,
that's for sure.
No, you can't. But I've seen a couple of motorists being very ugly to taxis. I'm becoming a little bit sympathetic for.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about the Joburg taxis. It's like a truce at the moment. You know, it's like everybody who just drives cars has said, you know what, the taxis, they can do what they like. But as far as this business is concerned, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, hot or not?
From a rating perspective, it has become a little bit more expensive, but it's such an interesting story. And as you mentioned, good management backing it up. It'll have to be a hot.
Yeah, I'm going to go with hot as well. Good.